We dive into any of the stories. Let's first have a look at the news making headlines today. In the headlines tonight are district dialogues in commemoration of the International White Cane Day. Nabi Municipality Senior Environmental Officer hands over office. And lack of facilities and gadgets is affecting parish development model performance in Obonge district. This and more in the Nile Cast News Bulletin. It's the 26th of October 2023 and you're most welcome to the Nile Cast on Yon West Nile Television. Now let us dive into some of the stories of the evening. Persons with disabilities in Arua district have voiced out their concerns that the access to public social services like health, education and seeking attention from some officers has been made difficult due to the negative perception about their status of being impaired. Frederick Jamadri reports.
Persons with visual impairment across the world are still experiencing violation of their rights in access to various social services provided to the citizens. This can be measured by the lack of respect and stigma that many of them face in their day-to-day living. In Arua district, persons with disabilities voice out that access to public social services, including health, education, even seeking attention of some of the officers in public offices, is made difficult by the negative perception about them of their status.
You get these women with disabilities going to maternity or for health SRS services, they are tortured. They are tortured. The health workers look at them as somebody who could not produce, who could not go for SRS services. They are the ones which make these women not to access these services. They now sign up, they remain at homes. You reach the hospital, the beds are too high. No.
Look at your roads in the city. Do they have us or not? Your cars reach an extent, your drivers don't respect us. Yes, I move in this town, but do you know that I was surprised to almost be knocked by a car that belongs to Uganda government, and who was seated in it? The RDC. Yes. I will speak this without fear and favor. You're talking about respect for the leader leaders. But look at what you do as the leaders of today. Who are not suffering on these roads? We are not suffering in these government offices. We are not suffering in these public places. You go to a hotel, they call you a beggar.
Government of Uganda in her Vision 2040 agenda had set a goal of leaving no one blind, but this to many stakeholders cannot be achieved due to the lifestyle of the people and the little support rendered by government within the sector.
We are getting increased number of persons with disabilities every day. Look at the behavior of our people. Border borders, there are accidents every day we receive. Look at the way they ride with one buttocks outside. Their drug abuse, the smoking he talked about. So many.
Last financial year ended 30th of June 2023. Arua District Local Government implemented a budget of over 28 billion Ugandan shillings, but of this, only 287 million Ugandan shillings was directed to the Community Services Department to champion the activities of persons with disability, women, youths, elderly and children affecting the service delivery in the sector. Alfred Okunji, Arua District Chairman reveals that the meager allocations to the Community Services Department, which is the pivot point of government's interface with the communities, has not only affected the persons of concern activities, but equally impacts negatively on the implementation of government programs that are tailored towards changing the community.
I have no kind words for government. We expect a lot from Community Services Department. But if you look at the funding for Community Services Department, it is the smallest, the least funded sector is in community services. And yet a lot is expected to be delivered by community services. That is where there's mismatch.
However, Arua District Deputy Chief Administrative Officer Jacob Walenta challenges technical persons to be accountable for the little funds apportioned by government for the various activities of persons with disability and improve their relationship with the partners that come in to attract more funding.
I would also request that we should have the principles of accountability and transparency, such that whoever comes in to give in a hand, he should be able to be convinced that he is giving the right people. So I want you to be accountable. I want you to be transparent.
Celebrated every 15th of October, this year's International White Cane Day was recognized under the theme Clear the Way, aimed at removing blockages for the visually impaired persons using the white canes as a mobility tool for direction. World Health Organization notes that visual impairment accounts to 2.2 billion persons who are unable to see far and near objects annually, with a financial implication of $4,111 billion annually for full treatment globally. Frederick Tamadri, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories, the Senior Environment Officer, Nebi Municipal Council, Emilia Odong Watum, has this afternoon on the 26th of October 2023 handed over his office to the Municipal Town Clerk, and as he was promoted to NEMA headquarters in Kampala. Alfred Jawok reports more.
During the handover ceremony held today afternoon at Nebi Municipal Ground, the Town Clerk, Nebi Municipality, Bruno Nawoya, commended Odongo Emilio for his efforts to protect environment in the municipality. According to Nawoya, it is an opportunity for any civil servants to progress to another level.
Please, getting a job is another thing, but also performing is not another. And you see, you could have excelling in performance during the interview, but those people are more interested in excelling in performance work. So go as our ambassador. Discipline is the key to the service delivery. Discipline is the key. And how we communicate with others also matter, and how we relate with others also matter.
Meanwhile, Reverend Father Melchizedek Tokerunga, who led the Thanksgiving Mass, urged civil servants to be righteous in their offices to please God. He further advised Odongo Emilio to have the same spirit of hard work at his new duty station at National Environment Management Authority, NEMA, Kampala.
It is the life of righteousness before the Lord that will justify you. Each and every time that you have been living in sin, you are destroying your relationship with God. And the end result of living in sin is death. It's suffering. And now I'm calling you, my dear brothers and sisters, you the Romans, live righteously before me. For when you live righteously before me, what will come of you will be life. For God intended from the beginning of time, from his creation, that man be alive. That man should live with him. Man should experience that eternity of life.
Geoffrey Ngiriker, Mayor Nebi Municipality, narrated that there will be vacant position occupied by the former employee but tasked the town clerk to expedite the process to recruit a substantial senior environment officer.
I've been going through, particularly in where you are going. You know, when you have your own in those buildings, the way they receive you is also different. But when they ask you, Ogambachi, and you said, I don't know, then you see the welcome also becomes a little bit of a challenge. Emilio, we thank God for opening for you that avenue, and I said move in peace, knowing that promotion is normal.
Emilio Dongwatum, who started his career with the local government in 2022, thanked the municipal authority for giving him conducive environment to work with them. He added that he received a promotion message on 2nd of October 2023 as he is appointed as Environment Officer in Charge Protection at National Environment Management Authority NEMA, Head Office, Kampala.
This place has been very good to me, and I am living a family that cares. As Mayor always says, when staff join entities, they should not stay forever at that level. They need to move. So today I want to present my report, a brief one, detailing what I'm leaving behind and what has prompted me to move.
The mass was attended by Chairperson LC3 Tata Division, Honorable Jacqueline Opar, civil servants, stakeholders, among others. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV.
And I am living a family that cares. As Mayor always says, when staff join entities, they should not stay forever at that level. They need to move. So today I want to present my report, a brief one, detailing what I'm leaving behind and what has prompted me to move.
The mass was attended.
And more in our stories, the lack of commercial banks and gadgets for the implementation of the parish development model is affecting the performance of the project in Obongi district. This was revealed by Sebi, the acting district commissioner, Obongi district, on Wednesday, the 25th of October 2023, during the first day of the Obongi district budget consultation meeting at Obongi District Hall. Take a look.
The consultative budget conference brought in a number of stakeholders, including the non-governmental organizations working in Obongi, to participate in the budgeting process for the district for the new financial year 2023-2024. Mr. Abdullahi Sebi, the acting district commercial officer of Obongi district, said the district is grappling with the challenge of lack of commercial banks and gadgets for capturing household data, since no gadgets were procured under the Parish Development Model PDM in the district, saying this will greatly affect the implementation of the program. Mr. Abdullahi, however, said the district has so far received close to 3 billion shillings in the past 2 financial years under the program, and as of yesterday, the district managed to disburse over 2.8 billion shillings to over 3,300 beneficiaries across the district, which stands at 96%.
Yeah, in Obongi, in the financial year 2021-2022, we received 213 million, and in the financial year 2022-2023, we received 2.8 billion. This adds to 313 million. As at today, 25th of October, we have disbursed monies to 3,300 beneficiaries. That is 1,700 male and 1,600 female. The disbursement is up to, in terms of amount, is up to a tune of 2.8 billion. So what we are left with in the account, we have two parishes that are in the pipeline going to the bank. If the accounts are credited, then it means we shall have something like around 2.9 billion disbursed to the communities. So as it stands now, our performance is at 96% as Obongi District Local Government under PDM.
Mr. Nyango Ernest, the acting district community development officer Obongi, said a lot of money has been dumped by the government under different programs, but blamed the poor outcome of these projects on the lack of time given by the government in transforming the mindsets of the communities.
A lot of money has been sunk through the different programs, including Dr. Deep. But unfortunately, these programs have not yielded the expected results. If you go to the community right now, a number of these projects have been abused. They have been mismanaged by the users. Because, one, the minds of these people have not been properly addressed. Time has not been given to address the mindset of the community. Community view government as a donor. They don't take it as they are part of the government. Instead, government donates. It's like government donating to its people. So, somebody who gives you a donation, the element of misuse can crop in. You have donated it to me, so now I can use it the way I wish. But little do they understand that they are part of government and they must support government programs the way they are designed.
Honorable Siraji Karala, the chairman, Local Council 3, Itula Sub-County, urged the government and development partners to consider taking commercial banks in the district, saying the lack of these financial institutions has caused too much untold suffering to the people in the district, including loss of lives.
Poultry rearing and mention, the challenge now is that in the second phase there has been a delay. As I talk, up to now, the second phase, money have not yet been disbursed, but all the processes have been undertaken. I am told the already names have been submitted to the banks for this disbursement. Soon enough, I believe by next week or the other, we will be in position to receive this money in the communities. Another challenge that I have realized in the PDM intervention is taking this money to the community. I think it's something we need to advocate for. Community face challenges in accessing these financial institutions, especially the bank. In Itula, there's no bank, and in the entire of Obongi, there's no bank. That's why community find it very hard to access banks, because they go up to Moyo, to Stanbic Bank, up to Ajumani for Centenary, and in most cases they have been losing a lot of their resources, losing even their lives. I am very in position to mention that a member of Itula Sub-County in Ilego Parish even lost life in the process of his transaction of these monies. I appeal to the districts, I appeal to partners, I appeal to the government that this financial institution be brought closer to the community so that they have access to this financial institutions.
Obongi District, which was carved out of Moyo District through an Act of Parliament in 2015 but started operations in 2019, still lacks commercial institutions, something which has made the district to travel outside either to Moyo or Ajumani in order to carry out transactions. This has often resulted into delays in service delivery for the people in the district. It's therefore upon this background that the district is urging the commercial institutions to consider opening up branches in the district so as to reduce the too much travels and sufferings caused by lack of commercial banks in the district. I'm Dominic Antonio Kumu for West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories, Nebi District has laid a budget and work plan worth 37 billion shillings for the financial year 2024-2025, presented by Dorothy Ajwang, the Chief Administrative Officer, Nebi District Local Government, held at Nebi Council Hall. Let's have more on that story.
According to the preliminary resource envelope for financial year 2024-2025, the district revenue for Nebi District is projected to decrease from 51.2 billion in financial year 2023-2024 to 37 billion in financial year 2024-2025. Brown Shotum, District Councillor for Iru Sub-County, expressed his dismay over the decrease in the budget framework. He urges the district technocrat to sit and revoke the budget so that it works very well.
The conference that we are actually preparing for 2024-2025. We are looking at road, we are looking at production, education, health. This is the starting point, because we receive all information from the head of department, then we sit down, we lay the budget, scrutinize, we see which department we are supposed to help and which are being affected. Like in the last financial year budget, the budget is not adequate enough. Like in road, we have like 1 billion which we have put only on 2 roads. That is Ashwera, Erusi Road, and we are prioritizing for the money to be increased at least to 1.5 billion, so that we also put the money on other district roads, because at the moment the district roads are poorly being managed by the district. And as we talk now, we only received 250 million for maintenance of the road, whereby a road is being maintained at 551 million. That is Ashwera Erusi Road. But which quarter are we going to receive the other balance for the 2 roads? That is what we are advocating for in our budget. That even the ministry should give us money in time, so that we also do our thing in time.
Geoffrey Okello, Vice Chairperson Nebi District Local Government, in his opening remarks, notes that the budget framework has been at appropriate time, and that will help the district to have a better plan for service delivery.
Already this budget looks, there's a budget cut, a very big one, almost I don't know how many billions. You can see that means it's going to be very, very tough. Because to cut this budget from 51 billion to that one, then you know that a lot of things are already out. And to me, I see here much of this money is also going to salaries. So there's a child, the picture that we should have this picture. I call upon us, all of us, to work as a team, both political and technical.
Ajwang Dorothy, Kao Nebi District, while reading the budget to the councillors and technocrat of the district, says the budget for this financial year will be well scrutinized by both technocrats and councillors. She emphasized that though there is decrease in the budget framework, there must be collective efforts to prioritize revenue sources in the district.
And Mitoma, where you see the ladies there and the youths and the gentlemen there, the serious evidence that they are transforming their lives and their household incomes. So I want to urge both the technical staff and the political wing that this is the last cut, that the development of Nebi rests on your shoulders, that it's up to us, it's up to you for us to talk. There is one of the pillars here is mindset change.
And we know that our people, most of them feel hopeless. They don't see this as a possibility, but it's work. A million shillings can cause transformation to the poor person if they are properly guided. Let us not discuss these funds and we stop talking and encouraging and guiding our people.
Lawrence Kisa Ojok, Secretary of Finance, Nibi District, urges the councillor to implement the budget for good service delivery to the people of Nibi District. He is optimistic that the budget framework will be presented to different communities for scrutiny.
In the budget conference, we look at government strategies and priorities. We are government. As a district, we look at what are our priorities. And once we do that, when we are doing that, we do that in line with the mother government, the central government priorities. We look at that and we incorporate. There are some things that we adopt as from the main government, and there are also other things that we also have to put in as according to our situation. The importance of budget conference is that we get to know what we are going to do in the next financial year, and we look at priority areas. We also revisit what we planned in the running financial year, which have not been implemented, to be implemented. We look at the challenges.
The budget conference was held at Nekosok Hall in Nebi Municipality. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
Good evening, viewers. You are most welcome for today's edition of Nile Cast Sports News. My name is Ora Benson Pastore. The biggest stories happen within the region of West Nile. And of course, the new season of West Nile Regional League will officially kickstart next week on 23rd of November, and the year is 2023. That means starting from Friday next week, you will see match day 1 beginning. Taking a look at the fixtures to be played in match day 1 in both zones, that's both Nyagaki zone and Nile zone. Nebisando will open the campaign with a game up against Nyahama. Meanwhile, Pakwati Youngsters will take on Zeus Central, a new promoted side, as Paida United tussle it out with Alpha Rising Stars. There will be a game between Yumbe Heroes as they travel away to Coach Urban. This one is in Nile zone, and also in Nile zone there will be a game between Koboko Rising Stars up against Ajuman Town Council Football Club, and at the same time Odamsako Central will take on Total FC. Total FC is a team that comes from Yumbe, and they also play in Nile zone. Arua City will be staying at home as they tussle it out with the Padia Rising Stars and Pakwat Super Eagles. This time they will be the home side as they tussle it out with the Kuruva Rainbow. This is a team that comes from Arua District as Pajob United will be visiting Paida Black Angels, and there will be a game between Araka, as they will be locking their horns with the Yumbe Hospital, and BK City, or as you can call them, Barakala City. They will be having a game up against Nyai Youngsters, and the last game to be played in match day 1 of the new season of West Nile Regional League will be a game between Tipsa, that comes from Koboko, as they will be tussling it out with Moyo Town Council.